I could not be more excited to tell you about LevEllis and what we've been working on for the past 8 years. We're actually a startup company. We just got the IP back in September of last year, but we've covered a lot of ground since then, and we actually have product that is available on the back table here for you guys to give a try. So let me tell you about it. So we call this unlocking the secretome. You've heard the word secretome a lot lately. The skin's ability to restore itself. This is regenerative medicine. Regenerative medicine is here. It is the way medicine is going in general, and it's come to aesthetics. So we call it regenerative aesthetics. Let me tell you about it. So growth factors and exosomes. We've been hearing a lot about growth factors and exosomes over the past few years. And yes, they are part of the skin rejuvenation program, but they're not the whole thing. They're not the entire answer. So the entire answer lies in the secretome. But the secretome has to be the right secretome. A secretome is simply what's produced by a set of cells. So you have a cell population. What they secrete is the secretome. Within that secretome are growth factors, exosomes, peptides, cytokines, and a substance in our secretome called fetuin A. So fetuin A is a glycoprotein found only in very, very young mammalian cells, not plant cells, not adult, not even children's cells, but in very, very early cells. So we need a stem cell that is specific to us, humans, and specific to the organ we're treating, which is the skin. So a stem cell can be pluripotent. We know what that means. It can turn into any kind of stem cell, or it can be an organ-specific stem cell. So if we're treating the brain, we want a brain stem cell. If we're treating the heart, we want a heart stem cell. If we're treating skin, we want a skin stem cell. So within the secretome of a skin stem cell is fetuin A, growth factors, naturally occurring skin-specific exosomes, and that triple power formula is what works in synergy, in symphony, to cause growth, to inhibit that growth, to come in and create a new feature in synergy with all the other factors. So it's not a straight line to get to the end result. There are multiple things that have to happen, and they have to happen in synergy with each other. And some things happen at the same time, and then an effect dampens that. You kind of get the picture. So I'd like to show you, or tell you a little bit about the history of these stem cells that we're talking about. Almost 30 years ago, a donation was made of stem cells, human stem cells, and they were registered with the NIH. They were ethically procured, and they now live in a master cell bank, and they are used to create treatments for terrible medical conditions like cancer, spinal cord injury. So Dr. Hans Kierstad, you see in this picture, is the steward of these cells. They're called the CSC14 line of cells. And in addition to using that bank of stem cells and differentiating them into skin stem cells, he can also use an induced pluripotent stem cell and induce that into a skin stem cell. So there are various ways to get to it, but the key is the skin stem cell. So these cells he's used for many years for the development of therapies for cancer and spinal cord injury. He's the guy who treated Christopher Reeve's spinal cord injury. He's the guy who went to Congress and sat in front of the House and said, we need these for the cure for terrible diseases someday, and that's what he's done. So he's developed ways to create a purity of the cell line that is nearly 100%. So not only is the cell line nearly 100% pure skin stem cells, it is free of pathogens, it's free of endotoxins, it's fully karyotyped, and it's carefully grown in bioreactors to keep them pure. So this is a little bit about me and a little bit about him, but I want to tell you more about the science. So growth factors, exosomes, and secretome. We kind of went through that. The fetuin A is such a key ingredient here. Fetuin A is a stabilizer. So it acts as a biologic keychain, holding on to the exosomes and the growth factors and all the other factors within the secretome, keeping them biologically active and allowing them to absorb into the skin to affect change. So third-party, double-blind, randomized controlled clinical trials on the product that we have sitting on the back table here, our hero products, our facial serum, contains this active ingredient. It has only 9 other ingredients in it. It doesn't have lighteners, brighteners, moisturizers, and barriers. What it has is the full secretome to transform aging skin to young skin again. So let's look a little bit more at the, let me show you this. This I love because looking at the deep wrinkles, the tone, the clarity, all the different variables that they viewed in this study, you can see progressively over 12 weeks, which is the study endpoint, there was significant improvement. And look at the areas where we have p-values that are significant. And this was done by observation and histology. Histology, this is the same patient. The pathologist was blinded. The pathologist said that before that's aging skin, that's young skin. And if you look at all the elements there, the more compact stratum corneum, the ready pegs have returned, the cellular turnover in the epidermis, the extracellular matrix. This is a demonstration of the ready pegs and p-value that's significant. Filaggrin grows back. That's your moisture barrier. So you don't need the moisture barriers that you needed before to apply to the skin. You grow your own back. 25% more collagen at 12 weeks, and it keeps getting better. Aquaporin improved. HDs. And then in the pipeline, we've got a sterile product coming up for in-office use for procedures and a hair product coming with a proprietary method of cleaving that membrane-bound hair follicle, stimulating stem cell factors from the membrane of the cell. So I thank you for your attention, and I really appreciate being able to tell you about this. I've been so excited about it for 8 years now. I left my medical practice last year to run this company. So take a look at the back table and try our product. Thank you.